whole time, I remember what was strange is that he asked a couple of questions. He did ask, he never asked, could he, in the past, could he touch me here, could he do this, do that. And he did that a few times before he raped me. But even though he asked if he could do different things, what was the point? Because I was completely blasted. And I woke up the next day and I didn't want to be around him. I didn't let him call me. I didn't go out with him again. And I knew something was really wrong. I felt horrible, and I felt betrayed, and I knew something was extremely wrong. But I couldn't put my finger on it because I didn't know what the law was or the definitions or why the law validated what, as a crime, what had happened to me. And, I mean, he was completely sober. He was totally sober. I was completely drunk. And then it was later that a friend, Erica Bellinger, who was present, she said, what? What happened? She said, he did what? Or you did what? And she said, Kimmy, she said, I'm really disappointed in Robin. I remember exactly words, I'm very disappointed in him. And I said, why? And she said, she said, I saw how drunk you were, and he knew how drunk you were. And he knew that he shouldn't have done that. And then she brought up some other things, and then later I found out that it's called rape. It's actually rape in the first degree. It's a Class A felony. Robin had been going to law school. He had a lot of contacts and wanted to have a successful career in law. And his family hated me. So there is no way that they wanted me to ever come out about my being raped by their son. I mean, imagine Robin Bechtold being listed as a registered sex offender, and the Bechtold family, what they have to deal with hearing that. They would probably go to extreme lengths to make sure that that didn't happen. Later, when I mentioned that, I said something to Robin about that. He then responded with a bunch of emails, very lawyerly-like, trying to elicit some kind of response or weakness from me that cleared him, that made it sound like he was in the clear. And I felt that was, I really realized that he was trying to cover for himself. So the two rapes were different. They were both first degree rape. Both Class A felonies. Both of those men should be registered sex offenders. They were different in the sense that with the first one, I was a virgin, and I did try to fight him off, and I couldn't fight him off. He was too strong for me. In the second situation, I did not resist, but I was incapable of trying to resist because I was mentally incapacitated, and there were witnesses to the fact of how completely mentally incapacitated I was. And he knew my background history. He knew that I had gone back to being a virgin after that one person, so it wasn't like I was just sleeping around randomly with a bunch of people. And even, actually I have to say, even if I had been sleeping around with different people, and in a capable way, and consenting correctly, I want to say this for the benefit of other women, even if I had chosen to do that, consenting to have sex with any number of men is legal. And a man having sex with someone who consents, there's nothing illegal about that. What's illegal is taking advantage of somebody who's mentally incapacitated. That's rape. So even if a woman had slept with 20 different men, consensually, capably, and consensually, if she is then raped by somebody who takes advantage of her when she's completely drunk and wasted, the fact that she's been with all these different men has no bearing on the fact that she was raped. It doesn't matter. You could be a prostitute agreeing to have sex with any number of men, even. And that's not illegal. Or, well, okay, take that back. It's not illegal in Las Vegas. Which, since Robin's into those slot machines, maybe he should try that for his next career move. If not jail. But if it's a consensual sexual act, taking of money is illegal. But if it's a consensual act, doesn't matter how many times someone has done that, that doesn't diminish or minimize the fact that having someone take advantage of you when you are mentally incapacitated either by drugs or alcohol, that then you have been raped. So it's rape in the first degree. I had a really hard time coming to terms with that with Robin for a really long time, because he had been somebody that I knew and knew very well for such a long time. However, when I think back on it, he was the same person that, when I said I wouldn't be his girlfriend, he was chasing me down in his car and speeding to have his car alongside mine on the road. I mean, like, speeding. I was driving hard to get away from him, and he was still chasing me in his car. And then he sped up so fast that his car was right next to mine, and he was yelling at me. He was screaming at me out of the window, because he was so mad that I wouldn't be his girlfriend. And after that happened, that's when I was then run off the road in the middle of the night, coming back from his house, when I went to visit him one time at his parents' house, and with his parents there. And nobody knew that I was leaving his house at that time or where I was going, except for the Bechtold family. So, really, it's very most likely that whoever ran me off the roads is connected to them. And then later, for whatever reason, he decides to rape me. And then the other thing that happened is that after he raped me, sometime after that, he later told me in person, I used to think that you were better than me, and now I think I'm better than you. I thought that was a really shocking remark, because I had never considered myself to be better than him, or superior. I used the word superior. I'd never even thought about it that way. I never compared myself to Robin as in, I'm superior, you're less superior. I didn't ever, why would I be in quote-unquote competition with him over anything? And he made a point of saying that he used to feel that I was superior to him, but now he knew that he was superior. So I think there was some weird ego thing going on with that as well. And I'm bringing up those two rapes because then later what happened when I eventually tried to report these things, I was further retaliated against. So I'm going to stop there for now. I hope in some way this is helpful to somebody out there. And that's all. Thanks. Have a good day or evening, and I hope that you're doing okay. I actually for your time.